Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and today I want to chat with you guys a little bit about the importance of filming our lifts. Uh, and I know this has become a point of contention these days because of certain social things happening and people doing silly stuff and uploading footage of making fun of people who don't want to be seen online in gyms. And I will state up front that sort of behavior is reprehensible. Uh, you bring shame to the game if you do that, guys. Okay, there's no need to be doing that. There's no reason to treat other people who are at a gym that way. And so I want to be clear when I make this statement. I do not condone that sort of activity. In fact, it's childish, it's immature, and we're talking about being serious lifters here. We're talking about actually coming in and getting gains, getting jacked, getting cock diesel, and getting brutally strong. Okay? And strong people lift other people up, they don't put them down. So let's get that out of the way up front. All right, that being said, I'm someone who's very old school. It's kind of funny because people will bring up the topic of, well, if you did whatever way back in the day, where's your video footage? And I'm 47 years old, so to me that's hilarious. Like, smartphones did not exist when I was in my 20s. When I was in the gym training, there was no such device. A phone that was connected to the internet that had a camera on it? Are you serious? Which shows how far we've come as a society. Like today, people can't even comprehend that. But by that same token, I feel like, when we have this technology, to me, as someone who had to do all this stuff the hard way back in the day, having access to this is amazing, right? For me as a coach, I do online strength coaching. I have at any given time, I have anywhere between 20, as low as 20 and up to 40 clients at a few different times online. And they use their phones to film everything and send it to me. Again, this level of technology is amazing. And we have to be responsible with it, of course. But it also gives us this fantastic tool to be able to document what we do and to be able to critique it. And I am probably the only person that I know of, correct me if I'm wrong, who has uploaded every workout they've done for years and years and years. I've blogged it for many years. I've lost track. Has it been 4 years? 5 years? I'm not even sure anymore. I'm losing track. I've been doing it a while. Okay? And, it has given me infinite amounts of feedback. Now, of course, because I upload it to the internet, every Yahoo in the peanut gallery is going to chime in about the way that I train and offer form stuff. And, I kind of remind people, I better see some bona fides when you chime in, or else I'm going to ignore you, okay? Because I need to know that you're someone who knows what they're talking about. At least show that you know basic biomechanics and you coach for a living. I think that's a bare minimum. Right? Because I coach for a living. It doesn't mean my form is always perfect. No. Does it mean that my perfect form is going to be your perfect form due to our structures? No. Absolutely not. Hey. But you guys have also seen me put up some pretty big numbers. 635 deadlift. Done a 365 2-second pause bench. In my late 40s. Some pretty big squats with different bars. But the thing is, filming ourselves gives us feedback, and people are like, oh, I know how to train, and that's a great point. That's a great way to segue into the problem, because a lot of the people who are critiquing and giving advice, you're like, well, where's your videos? And they don't have them. And this is not meant as a defense from me. It's meant as a case of, if they're not filming their lifts, how do they know that what they're doing doesn't look worse than what I'm doing? Ooh. Because people are like, well, I feel like I'm doing this. And I can tell you as a coach who sees lifts every single day from clients, 7 days a week, what you feel you're doing may not be what you're actually doing. Let that sink in. Man, I thought I was really doing this and doing this with my arm, and then they see the footage and they're not. They're like, oh man, I felt like I was gripping the bar and I had my wrist stacked. Dude, their wrist is cocked all the way back. It looks like a JM press on their benching. Man, I know I kept my butt down. Their butt lifts 3 inches off the bench. Okay? Thought I had this stance width, and you look at the angles, it's not there. Right? We can film ourselves and give ourselves feedback. This tells us where we are with our technique. Okay? Filming your lifts, especially your important ones, even some of your supplemental stuff, just setting it up and filming some of it. Even filming your curls. You might feel that your curls are the strictest thing in the world. And then you look and you're swinging, you're unloading the weight at the top with the wrist cocked back, all sorts of stuff. Okay? All right? The ability to film ourselves, it is valuable feedback. It is some of the most valuable feedback we will ever have, and because we can put it on our phones, on these amazing devices, right? I mean, really, the smartphone is fundamentally changed our society. And you get some old people like, we're changing it for the worse. No, it changed it for the better. You have to learn it like every other tool. It comes with pros and cons. Okay. I personally think it's pretty amazing. Okay. It's the things that we're able to do with these devices in our pocket. It's crazy. But one of the things that we have from a training perspective, it allows us to go back and watch our own lifts. We can zoom in. We can take it from different angles if we need to. Okay? We can slow it down. We can freeze it, see what's happening at that point in the movement. And the beauty of it, we can upload it to the internet for coaches to see and critique, for other serious lifters to critique on forums and communities. Okay? This gives us the ability to get limitless amounts of feedback. The only thing I will warn, do not take lifting advice from randoms. Okay? Do not take lifting advice from randoms, because most people who work out really don't know what they're doing, to be honest. I'm saying that as a coach who's been in the iron game over 25 years, deadlifts well over 600 pounds, closing in on 50. You know, the average person doesn't know what they're doing. Okay, they don't even know how to train a simple movement like a bicep sometimes. So be careful. But when you're dealing with other experienced people, yeah, you can get feedback and help from other people. Okay, it is one of the most valuable feedback tools we have today, is the ability to film our lifts. And it's something we should use. Again, to me, it's amazing. To me, it's an amazing tool. I mean, it literally has let me build a whole separate business, online coaching business. But also for my own feedback and everything else, I know that it is invaluable. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys next time.